Fine. Check here. So this is the Tableau and the powerful visualization tool. We know that. And I will show you today's agenda. Check here. So before start with our Tableau, first we need to know the basic terminologies like business intelligence and some kind of part. Okay, you know these kind of concepts already, but I will simply brush up all these things again. So what is a business intelligence? What are the differences between traditional tool versus new generation BA tool like our Tableau? And especially what is a Tableau? And what are the market expectation nowadays? And what is the history of a Tableau? Nothing but when it is started, where it is started, what are the products are available in the market, and like that. And especially what is a VScale and how it will works. Normally we know that SQL only, right? SQL, structured query languages. But here it is a combination of your SQL and graphics. So that's why it is called as a visual query language. In a shortcut, it is a VScale. And why does visualization data matters nowadays? And what is a tabular architecture? And we are going to compare with other leading tools in the market. And we are going to discuss how Tableau is unique and data visualization comparison with the other leading tools in the market. And apart from this, I'm going to show you in a practical way how we can create our own report through Tableau desktop version. And we are going to conclude with the past future of our Tableau, okay, the versions and what are the customers we are having, those kind of stuff. Okay, so this is going to be our agenda for today. So I would like to start with our business intelligence terminology. So what is a business
Surendra, before you,
intelligence? What is a BI and everything? Somebody is talking?
yes, Surendra, just a couple of questions before you
Sure.
get into the topic. How long is the duration of the course, and is it going to be Monday through Sunday or Monday to Friday?
Yeah, it's going to be Monday to Friday, Ram. And it's going to be 25
Okay,
sessions.
25 sessions. Okay,
Yes,
so
exactly.
you would say it'll be done in like 5 weeks, right?
Exactly, exactly. And everything is going to be practical oriented only.
Okay, and is there any server that we can log on to where we can practice the tool, or we will have to install it on ourselves
Yeah, you
on the
have to
computer
install
by
your
ourselves?
own. You have to install on your own.
Okay,
You can download and you can install and you can practice. And it is going to be only for 14 days. Okay, trial period 14 days only. And if you need, okay, and you need to install
when you
in
say
other
14
machine.
days, is it a trial version?
Yeah, it's just a trial version only for 14 days only.
Okay.
Yeah, later if you need, okay, I will support with you for the further installation as well. And if you need a license also, I will help you. Okay, it's not a problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Fine. Right. So check here. So first thing, the business intelligence. So okay, somebody you know that kind of these concepts like a business intelligence, how it will work, what is a BA tool, and how it will work these terminologies. But I will give you the brush up. Okay, what is the exact business intelligence here, and how it will helpful to you as part of Tableau. I will simply explain like a brief introduction about this business intelligence. So check here, we have a set of BA tools in the market. Our Tableau is also one of the BA tool only, like our SAP. Okay, it may be kind of Informatica, Cognos, OBIE. Okay, it may be any tool nowadays. These are comes under business intelligence only. So why these business intelligence are required? Yes, it is required because okay, if you want to handle okay the data, or if you want to analyze the data, or if you want to create a report on top of this data, okay, especially we need this kind of intelligence tools because check here, each and every tool has a different set of methodology, different kind of functionality, different set of architecture, okay, different set of processes. It may be anything, but ultimately how the BA tool will work. First, we have the two, specific functionality is a common for each and every BI tool. One is for it is going to convert your raw data into a meaningful way. Nothing but if you have any kind of unstructured data we have, it is going to convert it into a structured format. Okay, like it is going to be integration tool. Okay, and second one, it can handle unpredictable amount of data. So normally a traditional tool, okay, it will handle up to GBs only. More than that, it can't handle. Like our database also. What is the restriction or a limitation of your database? It can handle up to 500 GB only. More than that, it can't handle. So the BA can handle, like it may be any tool, it can handle unpredictable amount of data. It may be GB, it may be petabytes, or it may be zettabytes, or anything. So based on that, we are going to provide the solutions for the customers. Okay, so how to improve your business and how you are going to take your decisions. So based on this, the customers are going to take a decisions to improve their business, and they are going to make a long-term stability in the market. Okay, so these are the intelligence how it will work as part of our BI tools. So the main purpose is going to be convert your raw data into a meaningful way, and it can handle unpredictable amount of data purposes. Okay, and why do we need it? Okay, as discussed, the BI tools we need because, okay, you can make a comparison analysis. Nothing but we have the data, like current data we are having and historical data also we are having. So based on this comparison, we can make a predictive analysis. So what is predictive analysis here? So like we are going to predict our business, how it is going to be happen in 2020 year. Okay, let us say we have, okay, we have started our business in 2005 year. When I started my business, I got 5 lakhs of profit. In the current year, 2015 or something, we got 15 lakhs profit. So based on this comparison, if I improve my business more and if I improve the product quality or a quantity, so what would be my sales on 2020 year? Like we can make our predictive analysis on top of our business. So that's the reason BA tools are sometimes we call it the predictive analytical tools. So we need it, this kind of terminology as well. Okay, so this is the kind of business intelligence, okay, the kind of process how it will work and everything. So the next one, the differences between traditional tool versus new generation BI tool like our Tableau. So traditional tool you can take it anything like our SSRS reporting tool or an Excel file, okay, or bird reporting tool or anything. Now check here the first point, plug and play analysis. What is a plug and play? And we have leverage existing data stores and the infrastructure wise also we won't have any plug and play analysis. Okay, simply I will give you the example for this plug and play. So normally we have Excel file, right? So if you want to create a report in Excel file, okay, we can create. So let us say I have the particular 5 columns and 10 records, okay, 10 rows something. So here we can create a report in Excel file, that is fine. But later what will happen, some new kind of columns are added, some kind of calculations are added, okay, and extra records are added, some columns are deleted from your report, like that. Some plug and play, nothing but whatever I want, okay, I need to add, whatever I want to delete, I need to delete, okay, and whatever I want a particular auto refreshing options I want to perform, is all the things is going to be, okay, happen by manually or without manually can we perform these kind of things in our Excel file. So we can add the columns, or if you want to create a report with extra columns or newly added columns, we need to perform manually or we need to start from scratch again, and we won't have any kind of auto refresh options in our Excel. Okay, if a new data source is added, okay, we won't have any kind of option to, okay, create a connection with the two data sources again. Like here now we have some limitations, we can't immediately plug it and we can't drag and drop it, and we can't perform these kind of autoplay options here in Excel or some other reporting tools as well. So there is no plug and play analysis. But in our new generation PI tool like our Tableau, we can make a plug and play analysis immediately. Okay, new data source we can add it. We can make the data columns, so everything is going to be drag and droppable, and we can apply some auto operating options and auto refreshing options. Everything we can perform by dragging and dropping, or within a few clicks we can generate our report. So that could be plug and play analysis is available. Now the next one, help the business users to see the answers very faster. So answers means here the reports. So everything is going to be drag and droppable, right? So we can see the reports within a short time. And one more, provide the ability to rapidly analyze the systems here. I can rapidly analyze any kind of system. It doesn't matter whether it is a structured format or semi-structured format or unstructured data. Okay, I can simply analyze the any system, okay, at any time. But traditional system, it will only support for the structured formatted data only. It won't support unstructured formatted data to analyze. Okay, and the next thing, accessing the data at any cost. As we discussed, right, I can access any type of data, unstructured data, structured data, any kind of data I can access at any cost, okay, through the Tableau, like our new generation BI tool. But traditional tool won't support to access any type of data. It will have some set of limitations to connect with some specific sources only. But our Tableau will support any kind of data source in the world. We can connect it very easily, and we can create it a report within a short time. And one more best, okay, service over here is self-service. Self-service is one of the best capability in a new generation tools. So what is self-service? Normally, a developer can only develop the reports, because the technically, okay, he need to apply the queries, write the queries, some customizations he need to apply, okay, all the stuff need to be, okay, known by the developer only. Okay, now the prerequisites for the learning Tableau only for the SQL. If you know the kind of basic SQL knowledge, that would be fine, JH, like kind of creating tables and the basic table joins and everything, that would be fine. And one more thing, those kind of stuff that we are going to cover in our sessions as well. Okay, I will give you this kind of brief introduction about these SQL, whatever the stuff required, joins, store users. Okay, I will give you the sessions as well. Fine. And the self-service, as we're discussing, right? So simply, normally developer is going to do all the work. Once he done all the work, he need to deploy or he need to publish the report into server side. Then only client or end users can access your report. Okay, so later client doesn't have any access to, okay, simply modify your report or delete or something. Okay, he can't do anything. Simply he can view the report only. But nowadays self-service is also one of the capability. Nothing but client or end users can access the data, and whatever the report they want, they can create their own reports. Okay, they can create, they can modify, they can publish, they can delete, they can download, all the things they can done. Okay, up to 60% only. Remaining 40%, the technically they need a kind of knowledge as well. So customization part, data blending level, like that. Okay, the kind of stuff we need to perform. But ultimately, self-service is also one of the capabilities available for the end users. And the collaboration side, what is the collaboration? Simply once we generate a report, we are exporting our report into PDF or Excel format or a Word document or image file, something like that only. But new generation BI tool will support you to share your report into social networking sites as well. You can email it, you can share it via Twitter, you can share it to Facebook, you can share it to public sites as well. Like a kind of different collaboration options also available. And one more, there is no kind of required, nothing but training is required for the business users. Only minimal training is enough for the sophisticated business users. How to drag and drop, how to create a report, how to create a dashboard. Only minimal training is enough for the business user I am talking about. For the technical developer, we need to learn all the things. But for creating a report, only minimal training is enough for the business user. But for the traditional tool, all the technical training is required. If you don't know the technical training, technical stuff, we won't create any report. But for the Tableau, only minimal training is enough. How to drag and drop, how to create a set, something like a basic stuff is enough. Okay, so these are the differences between your traditional tool, okay, to our new generation BI tools like our Tableau. So the next thing, check here, what are the market expectations nowadays? So these are the expectations, okay, by the clients or end users on any tool. It may be any tool. So the tool or application should be fast and accessible, easy to develop, and it's not at all going to be cost effective, and it need to be secured one, but everyone and from everywhere we can access through offline or it may be online. It should be accessible. Okay, Tableau is going to be reach all these expectations. It's going to be faster accessible and easy to develop your reports, and should be more secure one. Everyone can access from everywhere through desktop or through online also can access, and also it's not at all going to be cost effective. And if the some Jayesh has a question, so if the business user can create a report, then what is our role different from them? Yes, Jayesh, as discussed, right? The business user can create a report means nothing but once you prepare a subset of data, they can simply drag and drop only. Other than that, they won't have any knowledge. Let us say if you want to perform the calculations, client doesn't have the knowledge. If you want to create a set, if you want to pass the parameters, if you want to customize your data from the multiple data sources, okay, you need to maintain the relations like that. Remaining technical stuff is going to be performed by the developer only. I'm talking about only drag and drop. If you prepare the data set, client can access your report. Nothing but they can modify your report like drag and drop, your views, okay, like kind of some stuff only. Not for the entire role they are going to perform. Okay, only for the drag and dropping, only for publishing, only for the few operations they are going to perform. Remaining, creating a calculation columns, performing the customizations, maintain the relationship, publishing, creating a groups and permissions, remaining should be done by our developer only. Okay, only for the reports creation, some part they can do it for drag and droppable options only. Okay, so that's the reason I have said it. Fine. Right. So anyway, check here. These are the market expectations now, and how the Tableau will reach all these expectations and how the Tableau will work, we will discuss now. So first thing, what is a Tableau? Okay, so Tableau is also one of the business intelligence software only. It is also one of the BI tool. By using this, okay, it can allow everyone to connect the data source, and within a few clicks, nothing but by drag and drop also we can create our own reports. That is a Tableau. And also Tableau help you to understand the data, and it helps you to quickly analyze, visualize and sharing the information immediately. So normally traditional tool, we can understand the data, but we can't quickly analyze. It will take some time. For visualization, nothing but to create a report, it will take some more time, and sharing the information only for the limited options only. But Tableau, immediately we can quickly analyze, we can quickly visualize, we can share it immediately as well. So that is an advantage with our Tableau. Okay, so let's move to next one, history of a Tableau. So check here. So Tableau also, okay, it is also one of the American software company headquartered at Seattle, and it was founded at Stanford University between 1997 and 2002. And it was started developing by the two persons. One is computer science department professor and one more is a student. So both the guys are started to develop this Tableau, and they are going to use, okay, to develop these applications by using VScale, Visual Query Language. So it is a combination of your SQL and visual render graphs. So both the combination they have worked around to develop the Tableau, and they named it as a VSQL, Visual Query Language. and based on this VScale we can connect with any kind of databases. It may be relational databases, we can connect with our cubes, cloud databases, or spreadsheet, traditional to like the traditional files like our Excel or something, anything. We can connect any kind of file or any kind of server, any kind of databases. We can create a number of different graphs types. Not only the graphs here we can create, we can combine the different graphs into a dashboard as well. Okay, and we can share it immediately through your computer network, or it may be through the image or through the internet or social networking sites also we can share it immediately. Okay, so this is the history of our Tableau. And what are the products are available? Totally 5 products are released up to now. Okay, the main products are desktop, the client version. This is the only version we are going to use to develop our reports. And once we generate and once we're done with our report through the desktop, we are going to share our report to the server. There is a Tableau server. It is going to be helpful to you to maintenance, okay, and how we are going to order your reports, how to publish your reports, how we are going to give the permissions on users, and simply subscription option through send an email, like that everything is going to be handled through our Tableau server. And Tableau Online and Reader are the limited versions. Okay, we can create only reports from your Excel file or a text file. Only those kind of traditional files only it will support the Reader and Online. And Tableau Public also one of the version like a public interaction. Okay, this is the kind of public version. Okay, you can simply publish your report into public site level. Other people also can access your report. So the same way you can also access others report into the public site, like a kind of, it is a blog like that. It will work like a public blog or a public site like that. Okay, so these are the 5 products, but ultimately we are going to use our Tableau desktop as a client version to develop our reports. Okay, next one we are going to discuss about VSQL. Okay, the Tableau, main heart of our Tableau is going to be our VSQL only. So how the VSQL works here? Okay, check here. Normally traditional tool, if you go with any kind of reporting tool, okay, it will force you to understand the data or analyze the data in a grid format, nothing but tabular format only, nothing but row level and column level it will represent right away, right? But I want to represent my data into a graphical format, or it may be chart, pie chart, column chart, or a map chart, or anything. So what we need to do now, if you want to create a map chart, so again we have the two ways here. Either you need to create a one more report with other subset of data, okay, or I need to start from the scratch to create a data source connection, okay, selecting the chart type or something. Like we have the two different ways, okay, based on your reporting tool itself. Okay, but it will take a long time, okay, to start from the scratch, or again if you want to use the same subset of data also, it will take some time to create a chart report. But Tableau, how it will work like this here is simply VScale skip all these steps. Skipping the steps means what? Instead of visualizing our data into a row and column level format, directly it will visualize our data into a graphical format which you selected. So simply it will give you the visual feedback as you analyze. So whichever the chart you have selected, right, the data is going to be represented in a that graphical format only. So as a result, what we can say that we can deeply understand our data within a short time, and also it is going to be very faster than any other reporting tool in the market. So simply I can say 10 to 100 times faster than any other conventional method, like any other reporting tool in the market. Simply we can visualize our data, in a chart format or in a graphical format right away here. Okay, yes, okay, that we will discuss, Jayesh, later once we're done with our demo. That we will discuss, okay, as how much experience and everything. Okay, fine. Okay, and one more thing here, you can check here. I have my data in Excel file, okay, in a row and columnar format. But if I want to represent in a Tableau, so check here how the VScale is going to convert your data into your chart format. So I have selected one of the shape format here. So like you can observe the different shapes: plus symbol, circle, square, and cross symbol, like that. So we have the different set of shapes over here. We can convert from one type of chart to other type of charts as well. So this is the way how the VScale simply convert your normal data into a graphical format right away here. So the next one. Why does visualization data matters nowadays? If you go with any application or any customer, okay, or any end user nowadays, they are asking about the graphical reports only. Why? Because nowadays in a market or any project level or any business level, we have unpredictable amount of data. Okay, if we want to handle these kind of unpredictable amount of data, normally traditional tools won't support, because day by day data is growing and we can't showcase our data into row and column level format, because each and every row and each and every column I don't want to read. Okay, every end user don't want to read these kind of row and column level format. But if you want to represent a graphical format, okay, how the particular tools will support. Okay, some reporting tools doesn't have any kind of look and feel. Some other reporting tools doesn't have any kind of capability to handle these bigger size amount of data. Some other reporting tools doesn't have any kind of best graphical representations. So like that, each and every tool has some limitations apart from this data aspect. But Tableau has taken our data visualization to a new level. The new level means here, right away from connecting your data source. Okay, simply I can connect my data source is very easy. By drag and drop or within a few clicks, I can create my own report in a graphical format. From a scratch, nothing but from a connection level, it is easy. Analyzing the data is easy, and creating a report also within a short time. By drag and drop only we can create. So it is a new level. The Tableau has changed in all the perspective here. And one more thing, people comprehend data better through pictures than reading the numbers in a row and column level. So if you have the two reports, one is the table format and one is the graphical format, which one is easier to understand? Ultimately, graphical report only to is very easy. And one more thing, the graphical report is going to answer your questions as well. So what are the type of questions like this? So where are the sales is growing? Like in a bar chart, you can simply see it and you can answer it. So like compare with all the region, so US is going to be like a okay best region apart from the sales. So like that, if you have any kind of questions, graphical report will answer you immediately. So that is the reason nowadays everything is going to be visualization reports only. So Tableau is going to be one of the best tool to visualize your data in a different graphs or a dashboard or a best intelligence platform to represent in a different graphs. Okay, so that is one of the best thing about our Tableau. And one more thing, the best feature, check here, data switching, nothing but report switching, one report to other report. Okay, the switching option over here. So normally some of the reporting tools like our OBE and Cagnos or ClickView or some reporting tools also will support this switching option. And other reporting tools doesn't support this switching. But how the switching option will work here in a Tableau, within a very short time, we can change our report from one type to other type. Not only converting here, you can check here as well. So I have the four reports here. First one is the table format, and I'm seeing my data in a different quarters on 2010 year on different products. Okay, the sales analysis. So if I want to convert my data into line chart, check here, I'm converting my data into line chart immediately. If you click on one of the chart type, it will automatically convert it here within a seconds. Okay, and the next thing, I want to convert my data into a one more stacked bars. And not only converting here, check here, I want to compare my data between the 2 years. Okay, sales on different months in a two different years. I'm going to compare in a different parameters I can pass it, different conditions I can pass it. So not only converting, with the different parameters, we can select our data and we can view our data as well. And one more thing, ultimately, I want to see my data in a map chart and how the particular sales are moving on different states and on a different category level. So check here. So I can see my data in a map chart as well. So like that, data switching and report switching from one report type to other report type. Okay, and also we can simply change our parameters and filter section and conditions also. It can be applicable within a very short time. Okay, so that is going to be data visualization switching will happen in our Tableau. This is one of the best feature we are having. The next one, the tabular architecture. Check here, this is one of the simple and the best architecture we can say. So here I have the different set of data sources are available. Check here. So it may be data warehouse data, it may be data mart, it may be normal traditional files only, or it may be cubes as well. It doesn't matter. Now our data may be anywhere, any source. Okay, if you want to create a report from these data sources, what we need to do initially? First, we need to create a connection and we need to store our data into some level. Okay, in a medium. We need to store our all the data in some medium. Check here also we have different connectors are available to connect with our data warehouse, okay, and queue with the MDX connector, data mart with our SQL connector, and files we can browse it easily. So once it is connected, all the data is going to be stored in a repository only. So the repository here is primary memory, our RAM only, primary memory. So the data is going to be stored in memory, right? So that's why these tools are called as an in-memory analytical tool. Okay, everything is going to be in a primary memory only. Now you have a question like this. So I have the terabytes of data or I have the petabytes of data, but how this data is going to be stored in your repository RAM? Because we have the RAM or 4 GB or 8 GB, like 16 GB, like that only. But how the data, petabytes of data or terabytes of data is going to be stored in your 4 GB RAM or it may be kind of 8 GB RAM. Okay, here the data is going to be stored in a most compressed format. So like our RAR files, our zip files is working, right? So the same way, while loading the data into repository, the data is going to be compressed 1:10 ratio. Okay, data is going to be compressed in a most compressed format and is going to be stored in your repository side. So only you need to take care about your RAM. So you need to increase your RAM size only. Other than that, okay, it is doesn't matter with your storing part. Okay, and it can handle any petabytes of data also it can handle. So that is the advantage with our repository. And one more thing. So second advantage is what? Once the data is stored, for the second time, no need to connect with your data source again and again. All the data is going to be stored in repository and repository is going to take care about your refreshing options also. Nothing but first we have 100 records only we are having from your source. So later, if the new records are added to your source file, repository is going to handle these kind of refreshing to handle those new records into repository. Okay, this is advantage with your repository. Not only for storing, it will handle the refreshing incremental loaded data as well. So that is the advantage. So next thing, once the data is added to repository through the application server, we are going to create our report. Okay, so we are going to create a report means what? While connecting the data, the VScale server is going to convert your data into a graphical format, so we can represent in a different reports here. So once a report are generated, we can simply we can share it to desktop level. We can access our report through mobile applications, and we can share it to internet as well through the browser. Okay, up to now it is fine. I have generated my report and everything is okay. Now what is the gateway here with the load balancer? So once you publish our report into browser side or a server side or anything, so what will happen is, okay, the multiple people can access, trying to access the same report. So in my organization, I'm having the 1,000 people. So 1,000 people want to access the report. Okay, if I hit the same server, what will happen? Generally, it may some delay response. It may be buffered sometime. It may be loading time taken, timeout exception. Something like will happen. But through the gateway here, the advantage here is it will release the threads, multiple threads. If 1,000 people hit the report means what? 1,000 threads will be released through the gateway, and it will load balancer will balance all the 1,000 people to reach all the threads with the people, and within a short time, okay, without any delay, we can access our report. So there is an advantage with our gateway over here. Okay, it will handle all the people with the threads like our Facebook concept, like our YouTube. Okay, how it will work, the same concept also implemented with our Tableau architecture. Without any delay, we can access our report, we can download it, we can access it, we can publish it. Everything we can perform through the gateway. Okay, This is going to be our architecture part, and simple and best architecture we can say. Okay. So the next one, check here how the Tableau is unique compared with other leading tools in the market. So you have the three perspectives here. One is the leadership wise, and second one is investment wise, and third one is scalability wise. So first one, visually it is the best intelligence platform. Okay, it is one of the best intelligence platform. And speed to develop 10 to 100 times faster than any other reporting tool in the market. Okay. And the next thing, visually, we have the best practices. So we have the customer, okay, use cases we are having. Yeah, the different kind of knowledge repositories we are having, and we have the different kind of graphical types and the best feasibility customization options we are having. So we have the best practices we are having as part of our Tableau. And investment wise, secure single platform, it can be for direct connect, and we can store into in-memory level. Okay, only for the single platform, no need to buy the multiple licenses here. If you got the one license, simply you can connect any kind of data sources and it can be stored into your repository side only. And the next thing, federated data blending of disparate data sources. Data blending is one of the best feature here. So what is the data blending? Okay, if you want to connect with the multiple sources, so let us say I have my data in Excel file and some part of data in Oracle, some part of data in a SAP application. Like that I have the different data sources I'm having. Normally we can connect with the different data sources, doesn't matter. But if you want to maintain the relation between these kind of data sources with the different data sources also, okay, is not at all possible with always. But data blending is a feature in our Tableau. We can maintain the relationship between all the different set of data sources as well. We can connect with Oracle to Excel, Excel to SAP, SAP to other SQL. Like that, we can maintain some data blending relations as well. So that is one of the best feature we are having here. And it is also integrated with your mobile solutions as well. Nothing but you can access your report through mobiles as well. And the scalability wise, unlimited data scalability. Check here, 100 petabytes of data also we can handle. It doesn't matter. So that's the reason nowadays big data can handle by our Tableau only. Okay, and unlimited user scalability. 10 million users also we can maintain as our user groups. We can create a permissions, and 10 million users people also hit the same report. It doesn't matter, and it is cloud enabled. Not only connecting the cloud data, we can save our reports through cloud as well, nothing but our public sites. Okay, Tableau public, right? There is also one of the cloud application. Okay, so this is uniqueness of our Tableau. And check here now the industry validation. So it is a Gartner certified. Tableau is one of the number one tool. Foster certified, 127% revenue on investment within the 13 months only. They grabbed all the market within the 13 months. And Park certified, Tableau is a best tool for the customer loyalty, lowest cost and short time to implement your report. Okay, and if you observe the figure 1 and figure 2 on the right hand side, check here. First one, figure 1, overall customer experience. We have the different set of reporting tools, and if you check with the Tableau got the highest number of points compared with all other reporting tools as part of your customer experience wise. And second figure, overall product score versus easy of use. Check here, we have set of tools like our OBIE, ClickView, MicroStrategy, Microsoft SQL SSRS, okay, SaaS application, SAP applications and everything. So we got Tableau software got the 9 out of 10 part of your product score versus easy of use. So that is the powerfulness of our Tableau to implement within a short time, easy of use, customer loyalty wise and everything. Okay, so this is the industry validation. Now I'm moving into the visual comparison with other leading tools in the market. Check here. So we have the ClickView in the market, Spotfire is one of the reporting tool, and also MSBA like SSRS is one of the tool we have. So check here the business criteria wise. Okay, like a kind of overall cost wise or a big data support wise or scalability wise and time to implement our report, everything we have the best and the kind of excellent features we have. and visual comparison with other tools. Okay, drill down features, offline viewer capability, desktop capability, and mobile client access level, interactivity wise, everything we have some excellent features we are having. And technically, so development wise, integrate with other tools, okay, and GS support wise, and the pack engine support wise, or feature wise, okay, everything. So we got the best feature compared with any other reporting tool in the market. Okay, you can check and you can comparatively analyze your data. So Tableau is one of the best tool as part of your comparison in a different criteria. It may be business criteria, it may be visualization criteria, it may be technical feasibility as well. So we got the best features in a Tableau. Okay, so now before going to conclude this fast feature, so let me show you, okay, one kind of practical example how it will work in a Tableau. Okay, so let me open my Tableau desktop version. Simply I will show you how we can create our own report through Tableau. I will show you in a simple way. Simply check here. Once it is open, the connection, different type of connectors are going to show you here in the left hand side. Okay, normal traditional connections like our Excel, text file, normal database access file, something. In the server side, we have the unlimited server connections check here. I can connect any kind of server in the world. Okay, it may be Amazon server, big data Hadoop server, Cloudera Hadoop servers, Google BigQueries, analytical queries, okay, IBM databases, SQL databases, Microsoft Analysis Service, SQL Server, Oracle servers, okay, SAP servers, okay, Splunk databases, other ODBC connections or anything. We can connect any kind of data source and server easily. Okay. For now, I'm going to connect with my one of my Excel file connection now. Okay, check here. Excel, select that Excel, and it will show you the kind of, okay, I'm having two different sample files I'm having. So let me connect with Superstore file over here. Select and open. Now it is going to connect with your Excel file now. Check here. Now it is connected with your Excel file. Check here. This is my Excel file, Superstore subset. And within this Excel, we have the three sheets here. In Excel, I have the three sheets: order sheet, return sheet, and user sheet. So let me connect with my order sheet now. Orders. Simply drag and drop your sheet into here only. Now it will automatically load your data. Now check here. What are the columns we are having and what are the data we are having, it will automatically load. And totally how many number of rows? 9,000 and plus records we are having. So the same way, if you want to use the other sheets, you can simply drag and drop here. Okay, it will automatically maintain the relationship as well. Check here. If you have any kind of common column between the two sheets, it will maintain the join automatically. Check here. We can select the join types as well, and you can observe what is the common column between the two sheets. Check here. Order ID. Okay, and return sheet also, order ID is a common column. Like that, we can maintain the relationship with the different type of join types as well. You can change it, you can modify it at any level. It doesn't matter. Okay, like that,
So
if you have
what if there
multiple
are
sheets or
multiple
multiple
common
tables
columns,
also, we
Vikram?
can connect it easily. Okay, if you don't want, you can simply delete it. I have only order sheet only now. Okay, so once it is connected, simply move to click on sheet 1. Nothing but we are moving into designer area now. Now we are in a connection area. If you click on the sheet 1, now we are navigating into our designer area to create a report. So check here, once you click on sheet 1, automatically the data is going to be divided into two sections here: dimension section and measure section. Okay, the table has intelligence like our data warehouse only. It will simply, okay, segregate your data into two sections: dimension and measure. Dimension is nothing but all the categorical information, nothing but text columns and date fields are moved into dimension level. And what are the numeric values, right? Exact numeric values. All the numeric values are going to be stored into measure level. Okay, like that, it can simply handle the data. If we have the different set of data sources, JH, okay, it maybe depends on your requirement and based on your customer. Yeah, in the real time, we can use any kind of data source. It may be sometimes Excel files, sometimes text files only. Sometimes we need to connect with our data warehouse data. Sometimes we need to connect with our SQL files. Sometimes we need to write some custom coding. It may be happen. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't require only for the specific files only. It may be purely dependent on your client requirement and client data sources only. Okay, yeah, fine. Now check here, I want to create my report now. Simply drag and drop. Check here, I want to analyze my sales data. Simply drag the sales into row here. It will show you the direct right away that we can check here. Right away it will represent your data into graphical format only. Now I want to see my data based on the region basis. Drag the region into column shell. Now check here. Region basis, central, east, south and west. Okay, how the sales? You can simply mouse over here. It will show you what is the sales. Eastern region, this is the sales amount. Central region, this is the sales amount, like that. But for each and every time I don't want to place a mouse over to read the sales. Simply click on ABC by adding a labels over here. Check here. Now I can simply understand what is the sales on different regions. Now let me add one more column, product category into column shelf now. Now check here. Now each and every region we have the three categories: furniture, office supplies and technology. So how the sales is moving on, we can simply understand, and by seeing this report we can answer the different type of questions as well. Check here. So where we have the highest number of sales on which region? Central region. Where we have the less number of sales? Southern region. And which product category have the highest number of sales? Technology. Okay, where we have the average number of sales? On particular office supplies. Like that, we can see the particular report and answer the questions very quickly. Okay, so this is one kind of report. So sheet one. Now let me create one more sheet like that. Multiple sheets, like each and every sheet have the different set of reports. Now sheet 2 I would like to go for. Now one more report. Now I would like to analyze my data based on the profit wise. Profit I want to analyze. Drag and drop the profit into row here. Now I want to analyze the data based on order date, day basis. So drag and drop this into a column. Now check here. So we have the drill down capability as well. We can drill down from year to quarter, quarter to month, month to daily basis. Okay, like that we can visualize our data sales trend as well. So day by day, how the sales is moving on. Check here. If we enable the labels, now check the particular sales here. So fourth date up to is fine, but the sixth date our sales is lost now. Nothing but our profit is lost. Our sales is moves down. Like that we can analyze our data on a daily basis, monthly basis, yearly basis. So based on your date wheel as well. Like that trend analysis we can perform. How the sales is moving on or how the profit is moving on a yearly basis or a monthly basis something. Okay. And sheet 3. Now I would like to create one more map chart now. So check here one more thing. Not only creating the report, we can switch from one report type to other report type as we discussed, right? So line chart, I don't want to create line. I would like to move to some horizontal bars. Next one, stacked bars, heat map or a pie chart. So area wise chart. Okay. And the packed bubbles like that I can convert from one report type to other report type within a short time. So that is the advantage. And the sheet 3, I would like to create my map chart now. So map chart based on the sales. And if you want to create a map chart, that we need to select our spatial column like our state or something. So select the columns and click on map chart over here. You have the different set of map, symbol map and field map. You can click on any one of the map. It will show you right away the data can be represented in a map chart directly here. So enable the labels by click on ABC. Now check here. So in California, this is the sales amount. Okay, so like kind of Texas, so this is the amount. Like that, it will represent your data right away into a map chart directly. Okay, like that, number of different graphs on different sheets, we can create the number of graphical types here. Now I want to combine the three reports into a dashboard now. Simple right click and select the new dashboard. And to create a dashboard, only you need to simply drag and drop your sheet into dashboard level. Check here. Sheet 2. Drop it into left side or a bottom or anything. And one more sheet 1. Drag and drop into bottom here. And you can change the size of your desktop, nothing but dashboard, into automatic size. Now you can see your report. Now check here. Not only creating reports here, we can combine the reports into a dashboard as well. That is a feasibility here. So check here, within a very less time we have created these kind of reports. So that is a best advantage with our Tableau, and this is the desktop wise how we can create our own reports through Tableau. Okay, fine. So next one we are moving into our conclusion, fast to future. So where it is started in Stanford University. So it was started from 1997 to 2003, and they released the first version, desktop version, in 2004, and 2005 to 8 they released the server edition as well, and they're having already 3,000 plus customers already. And 2009 to 11, check here, all the things are they grab. Gartner certified, mobile platform has been introduced, Tableau public cloud has introduced, Foster certified, and 7,500 customers they're having, and including they're having all the kind of big data customers only. So where you have the huge amount of data, right? So only the solution is going to be our Tableau only. So where we have the air forces, government agencies, okay, defense agencies, where you have the huge data, all the kind of data is going to be handled by our Tableau. So in the future, the infinity, we can't say exactly, infinity solutions they're going to provide me. So that's why I'm going to conclude like this. Tableau help you to understand and present your data in a different ways that we never dreamed it possible. Because they're going to provide you the number of graphical types, number of visualization formats, number of customization options. So everything is going to be very easy manner. So those kind of things we never dreamed it possible as well. Okay. So this is a kind of conclusion. And this is from my end. If you have any kind of questions, please let me know. Currently is a 9.2 version, Jayesh. In the market
So
now
is
it
this
is
the latest
9.2 version.
version, Surendra? I remember Tableau releasing something a few months back. So is this the latest version?
Now in my machine I have the 9.1 version, but currently 9.2 also it is released.
So will you be training us on 9.2 or 9.1?
So it doesn't matter, Ram, actually. Okay, some kind of new
Okay.
features are added, some kind of new kind of customizations has been added, but not a problem. We are going to discuss with the 9.2. I have 9.2 also installed in my machine. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one more question, Surendra. You said that once we are connected to a data source and it's saved in the repository, we don't need the connection anymore. Then
Exactly.
if the data is added, deleted, the ETL process, how does that work?
Yes, it will work. Okay, for now in a demo session, okay, we're not all going to show you that kind of concept, but we have the kind of the once we are extracted the data, we have the two kind of option. As you observe, while connecting the data, right, we have the two options. Okay, let me show you that one as well. Check here. So we have the kind of live connection and extracted format. If you go with the live connection, it doesn't going to store your data into repository side. When we select the extracted data format only, the data is going to be stored from your connection to repository, and the data is automatically by default is going to be stored as a compressed format. Okay, so that
Okay.
is the extracted format is your connection over here to store your data in the repository side. Okay, but we will discuss this one later. So it will take some time. This is one of the huge concept with extracted and repository side refreshing options that we need to discuss one by one.
Okay. And we are going to cover all the advanced concepts as
Yes,
well, right?
everything is going to be covered. And most of our session is going to be like in a practical oriented only. Okay, what I have done in my previous projects, right? So those kind of files and those kind of data sources only we are going to work, and everything is going to be practical oriented.
Surendra, I just have a question.
Yes, Sunita.
I mean, would you teach us how to connect to the databases as well, or would you cover only the Excel source?
No. Not only the Excel. We are going to discuss about our SQL connections. We are going to discuss about data warehousing connections and cube connections. Okay, whatever I am having with my previous files. So the kind of all the stuff we are
Okay.
going to cover. Not only the Excel. For this demo purpose only I have connected the Excel file. Okay, but in our
Okay.
sessions we are going to connect with our SQL files. We are going to connect with our data warehousing data, and I will show you how to create a cube with the data warehousing and all the kind of different approaches as well.
Okay. So you'll not give us server access. We'll have to do it only in Tableau public. That's for 14 days.
Exactly,
Or would you
exactly.
give us?
Exactly, Sunil. Yes.
Okay. So you will not be able to give us any server access so that we can practice it later?
Yeah, server access you need, okay, you need to discuss with your consultant because there is going to be some cost, okay, some cost it is going to be involved. Okay, you need to check with the license and everything. Okay, that we will discuss later anyway. Okay, I will give you any one of the solution. Okay, I will check. I need to check
Okay.
it based on this. Yeah.
Okay. Because as far as I know, the Tableau public doesn't, permit to access all the data sources.
Exactly. Only limited only with the Tableau public.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
And also, Surendra, will be having access to all the classes, right? Whether
Yes.
we attend or don't.
Each and every okay class is going to be recorded. Those recorded videos is going to be shared to you. Immediately is going to share it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Including
we'll
our
be
demo as
having
well.
classes.
Our demo is also
Okay.
recorded.
So with
That we will share it to you.
okay. And we'll be resuming classes from tomorrow same time, or is there going to be some kind of break before we start the classes?
And exactly, I don't know. Can you please check with your consultant? So based on that,
Okay.
that we will start it immediately. No problem. And is it this is the time is feasible to you guys? The same time or we need to change the timing? So that I need to check it as well.